Activision Blizzard's a garbage company that shows their true colors to people who buy their games time and time again. I used to be a giant fan of Blizzard. They put out so many amazing games, and they have so many amazing franchises, but they continuously screw up. They make bad move after bad move, and people like me now don't want to support them. I don't want to purchase their games. I do not want to give them my money when I could be supporting developers who deserve it. They've proven their hypocrisy many times over, and of course, they've done it yet again, showing they're not only a company without a backbone, a company that also treats their employees like garbage, but they're also massively hypocritical. So this is a post that they made not very long ago. Hashtag stop Asian hate and hashtag stop AAPI hate. So at Activision Blizzard, we condemn racism in the strongest possible terms. Our mission to connect and engage the world through epic entertainment cannot be accomplished without diverse voices, views, backgrounds, and perspectives. Members of many communities work side by side to deliver our experiences and content to players, leagues, fans, and partners. We actively work to dispel hate and intolerance by creating a wide array of diverse characters in our games and by creating a safe and inclusive environment for our players. Today, every day, we stand with the Asian community and look to do our part too. Now, first of all, the situation that they're talking about was an absolute atrocity committed by a mentally deranged person, but what they're really trying to do here is virtue signal off of this event to call out racism when we have an investigation going on with no confirmation of a hate crime. But people have lost their lives, and that is a terrible thing to have to talk about, and just a terrible thing that families have to go through. It's a very unfortunate situation. It's heartbreaking to have to read about, to have to hear about this happening, but this is what Activision Blizzard is posting about here. Now, there is a ton to unpack in this statement that they've made, in this copy and paste post that they've decided to slap all over all of their social media. So first off, they're saying that their mission is to connect the world through entertainment, and that can't be accomplished without diverse voices and views and also backgrounds. Do they think that we're dumb enough to not call out this post that they're making? If you don't remember, back in 2019, Blizzard banned Blitzchung for 6 months from Hearthstone and disqualified him from a big Grandmasters tournament because at a tournament he made a very simple statement: "Free Hong Kong, revolution of our times." He is a Hong Kong esports player. So if anyone was going to speak up or to try to bring attention to the protests going on in Hong Kong and how important that situation is, it was going to be someone like Blitzchung, and that is a situation that Blizzard decided to ignore, and it directly affected someone like Blitzchung. So Blizzard, we already know specific voices and specific views and backgrounds don't matter to you because you've tried to silence people with those views and backgrounds and voices. It's absolutely disgusting that they're trying to act like they care, like these things matter to them when they don't, and they've proven it before. They're a giant company, so of course real issues don't matter to them as long as they're making money, but a big problem here is their hypocrisy. They're going on about, connecting different parts of the world through entertainment, but what they really mean to say is connect different parts of the world as long as it doesn't cost us money, because that's really what we care about. We don't actually care about our players, our esports players, or our casters, or anyone buying our products. We just kind of care about making as much money as possible. They'll virtue signal for, inclusivity in the United States, yet they won't call out anything going on in Asia because those markets are important to them. Virtue signaling for inclusivity and racism when you think that it's going to make you money, and not doing it when you think it's going to lose you money, is really shitty, and that's exactly what they and a lot of other companies are doing right now. They're willing to stand up for rights of Asians in the United States and condemn atrocities in the West, yet not the rights of Asians in places like Hong Kong. It's like they thought that no one was going to call them out, and they are getting called out. If we go to the comments, there are a lot of people who are very angry at them, and rightfully so. The Quartering had tweeted this you, and he shared a screenshot saying, Blitzchung banned from Hearthstone, Blizzard bans 3 college Hearthstone players for Hong Kong protest sign. Scrolling down, we have heel versus babyface. Remember when you banned Blitzchung for standing up for human rights? You are a joke, a pathetic pandering joke, and it's so extremely true. He made a very simple comment, and they tried to say, well, we don't want politics in our events, yet they've also got executives and developers walking around wearing pins with specific messages. They're putting out posts like this. So, of course, they're virtue signaling. They can talk about one situation, yet they can't talk about another. That is very important. Standing up for human rights, Blizzard, is something you should do if you actually care. Blizzard is acting just like Disney, okay? Let's look at Disney for a second. They make copy and paste virtue signaling comments like this all of the time when they don't think that it's going to hurt their bottom line, yet when it could lose them money, they're as silent as a mouse. Let's look at this article from CNBC. Disney under fire for Mulan credits that thank Chinese groups linked to detention camps. Disney is facing backlash after the final credits for its latest film Mulan thanked government entities in Xinjiang, the province where Muslims have faced human rights abuses. The film had already generated controversy after its lead actress recently expressed support for police crackdowns in Hong Kong, spurring talks of boycotts on social media. This movie was widely boycotted for multiple situations. So many people were upset with Disney, and I get it. The sentiment only increased after it came to light that Disney filmed scenes for the Mulan movie in China's Xinjiang province, where Beijing is accused of detaining more than 1 million Uyghur Muslims. After releasing Mulan on Disney+, eagle-eyed viewers noticed a special thanks in the film's end credits that named 8 government entities in Xinjiang, including the Public Security Bureau in the city of Turpan, where the country is allegedly operating more than a dozen re-education camps. Companies like Disney turn a blind eye to situations like this because they want to make money out of the Chinese region. They know that that is an untapped market in their eyes, and they want to get as much cash out of it as possible. So they don't talk about situations like this, yet they're willing to put out copy and paste messages like we condemn racism as much as possible when we know that's not true. They don't stand for human rights. They don't care about human rights. They only care about putting out PR statements if it can make them more money. It's really sad to see companies doing this because there are people who are directly affected by situations like this. There are people who have lost their family members, their loved ones, and companies putting out, PR statements like we condemn racism and we like diversity and inclusion when there's evidence that they actually don't and they feel the opposite. It makes the situation even worse. But let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like and share it. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.